My name is James Wiley, and I represent the life-saving project, reflectionsfromwithin.net. I've been watching you change people's lives for years. You inspire me by the way you help and advocate for people. I've also watched your relationships broadcast all over the airwaves as you navigate your own personal trials and tribulations. Your ability to continue carrying yourself with grace and poise is amazing. Just another reason to be inspired by you. Now that it's clear that I'm in awe of you and all you've accomplished, I will present why I'm reaching out to you. I want to work with you. It is my belief that if you give me a chance, you will discover that I can be an amazing asset for you. Obviously, you're going to judge for yourself, but I promise you that my mind is rare. The life I have lived and my ability to embrace any scenario without judgment empowers me to know people well. I can not only see any person for who they are, but I can also envision the process in which they were shaped. Consider the idea of walking a mile in someone's shoes to know them. It just so happens that I have worn many shoes and can empathetically understand people, while also perceiving the voices feeding people's minds before they repeat ideas for themselves. We all learn what we learn from somewhere, right? We either learn through trial or error, or from others. For example, imagine a phrase that you have been told and then repeated at some point. A phrase that comes to mind to me is, to know someone is to love them. A term a little more current, which definitely carries power, is a threat to democracy. People representing both parties grab that talking point and believe the idea, but how many can actually explain how someone may be a threat to democracy? I reflect on the power of words. Speaking of powerful words, when I was younger, people called me the devil because of the things I did as a child. Not only were the crimes I committed tragic, my desperate ways caused me to go beyond imagined human limits. Obviously, I'm not the devil, but words from respected people matter. What matters to me is helping people live better than I have. It just so happens that my mind is focused on saving lives. I know hell, and I know death. I would just say that living is better. However, as a 15-year-old child, I did not know that. At 15, I was drowning in hopeless pain and suffering. I believed that it was my responsibility to take away people's pain, to fix things. I was totally confused, right? Well, desperate ignorance is destructive, and nowadays, I can empathize with desperation in others. The thing is that I now have experience that can make a difference. I understand desperation and fear. Desperation leads to desperate acts, which is usually destructive. I hope to empower people to be able to make choices based on confidence, not desperation. Fear destroys the soul. And since I basically died when I killed my world at 15, fear has no power over me. I am fearless. People accuse me of having no sense of self-preservation. I believe that by surviving my own hell, I have been blessed with the ability to stand beside anyone in any circumstance, no matter what. My experience has afforded me the ability to choose supporting individuals through their difficult times and hope in them finding their inner courageous strength and persevering with success. Through your accomplishments, you exemplify strength, perseverance, and success. You are the embodiment of dreams coming true. It's truly inspiring. Well, now that I've blown my own horn in an effort to sell myself to you, Kim, please buy me. Actually, I want to share an opinion with you regarding a topic your name is attached to. I hope it helps you achieve your goal. You are currently trying to help the Menendez brothers get released. I've heard some stuff on television and also did a quick read over their case. There's a huge question that lurks for me, which I don't understand. So I'm going to put it out into the world, and hopefully it'll empower you to achieve your goal. It's my understanding that the brothers were 18 and 21 years old when they committed their crimes. I believe that California has special sentencing guidelines for individuals under the age of 26. This puts the Menendez brothers in a California judicial system under the category of youthful offenders, California Penal Code Section 3051. It's my understanding that California youthful offender sentencing laws changes are due to at least two factors. Number one, scientific evidence of the brain not developing until the age of 25. And number two, the United States Supreme Court rulings determining that sentencing juveniles to life without the possibility of parole before proving incorrigibility is cruel and unusual. Now, I don't know of any incorrigibility arguments regarding the Menendez brothers. Granted, the Menendez brothers were not under the age of 18 as defined by SCOTUS rulings, but they are still youthful offenders in California and merit further consideration. Before I go further, I want to present actual quotes from the sections of California law regarding youthful offenders. California Penal Code Section 3051. A1. A youthful offender parole hearing is a hearing by the Board of Parole Hearings for the purpose of reviewing the parole suitability of any prisoner who is 25 years of age or younger, or was under 18 years of age as specified in paragraph 4 of subdivision B at the time of the controlling offense. Now, paragraph 4 of subdivision B reads, a person who is convicted of a controlling offense that was committed before the person had attained 18 years of age and for which the sentence is life without the possibility of parole shall be eligible for release on parole at a youthful offender parole hearing during the person's 25th year of incarceration. The youth parole eligibility date for a person eligible for youth offender parole hearing under this paragraph shall be the first day the person's 25th year of incarceration. Now, I want to go over paragraph 3 of subsection B. B3. A person who is convicted of a controlling offense that was committed when the person was 25 years of age or younger and for which the sentence is a life term of 25 years to life shall be eligible for release on parole at a youthful offender parole hearing during the person's 25th year of incarceration. The youth parole eligibility date for a person eligible for the youth offender parole hearing under this paragraph shall be the first day of the person's 25th year of incarceration. Maybe my idea is mute, but I want to share with you how I perceive this situation. 25th year of incarceration. Maybe my idea is mute, but I want to share with you how I perceive this situation. Youth for offender laws were in place when the Menendez brothers were going through the court process. Would they have made different choices during the process? Facing life without the possibility of parole or facing a life sentence? And considering that the first trial ended in a hung jury, would the attorneys have told them to consider accepting a plea deal affording them life sentences in prison, which would have given them a chance to be held accountable, mature, and learn from their mistakes while having hope for opportunity for release after serving 25 years? To me, there seems to be a big difference between living hopelessly in prison expecting eventual death or being afforded the opportunity to be held accountable, grow, change, and eventually use lessons learned to help others, which is the goal the brothers claim to achieve if they ever get out. In a continuation of looking at opportunities missed, it seems that laws have been changed in order to fix error judgments as our society has evolved with scientific understanding. To me, I wonder why, if the laws are changed to fix past mistakes, why aren't older cases afforded the opportunity to be reviewed so those errors can be remedied? Considering the fact that modern youth offenders receive more consideration than past youth offenders, are questions asking if there are due process and or equal protection violations relevant? One example contrasting opportunity is that under the current laws, youth offenders are now afforded professional assessment, psychological evaluations, risk assessment, and consideration of the diminished culpability of youth in comparison to adults. Also, currently, youth offenders are afforded the opportunity to present statements from many individuals demonstrating history before crimes, as well as growth and maturity since the time of the criminal acts. With the potential presentation of evidence of abuse and supportive statements from many people, it would make sense that there are reasons for considering mitigating factors, which have surely made a difference. The Menendez brothers is a sad case, like many others across the United States, where America's youth have fallen through the cracks. Fortunately, they have the support of many. Simply said, I am cheering for them. They are not the same youthful offenders they were when they committed their desperate crimes. Why throw their lives away when they could help so many? Well, thank you for listening to me. Kim, I sure hope you achieve your goals. I hope you find success in all you do. Sincerely cheering for you, I am James Wiley.